All right, back at you here, guys. Today we're going to be switching out your regular old guy there. This guy here, right there, that guy, this guy. Dude, stop. We're going to be switching that guy out for a slidey maneuver that's going to be able to make it so that we'll be able to have dim lights, right? Set the mood. So all you're going to need for today's operation, right, is going to be a slid dimmer. You're going to probably want to have one of these guys just to make sure that your power's off so you don't electrocute yourself. Also known as a digital multimeter. And you're going to be needing a flathead, right? I guess you could use a butter knife too if you wanted, right? You're going to need a Freddie Mercury in there as well. Not sure why that's in the kitchen, but you know, first things first, we're going to be wanting to turn off the power because being dead's not good. So let's jump on down there like that, like that, like that, like that, like this, like that, like that, like these, like those. We're going down here into the old boiler room. What are we doing? Oh, it's a mess in here, guys. It's almost like somebody had a studio set up in here and then he ripped and destroyed all the shit on the walls to get it off because he just duct taped her on there thinking he's a champion. He's got a false wall here. Bunch of moldy styrofoam behind that probably. Who knows? I don't know. Do you know? I'm not going to check for now. So you bust open your old panel here, right? You got to guess which one it is. Third floor lights and plugs. No, it's probably not it. I'm thinking we're going to be going sing on. So we're going to be wanting to do, guys, I don't know. Why doesn't it say kitchen there or something? Counter plugs. Pete, what's going on, Pete? It's just Waylon Smithers, right? I'm going to go with counter plugs there. Not flipping the bird to you guys. I wasn't meaning to. I could just do that one too, but this one was more comfortable, right? Peep, oh my. Okay, so we're looking at 7 and 9. So where's that? Go to your corresponding 7, 9. Just flicker to the off position. While you're down here as well, you could possibly look at other ones that you think it might be, and then you could also do those ones. Let's go check that first. Guy can't even follow his own advice. We're back up and see if it worked. Did not work, guys. Okay, go back down. Now we've got a crowd that's gathered. Hello, Koopy. Hi, Peep. Why are you screaming at the door, Weedle? She's not allowed in. She's gonna try, though. Not that hard, I guess. All right, so we're back. We know it's not this one. We tried that, right? So what's next? Counter plugs, probably 7 and 9. That's the one you just did. It's not the Nook, is it? Guys, I don't even know what a Nook is. Let's do 17. Got her. Yeah, better not take any more chances with this now. You've already embarrassed yourself, bud. Lights and plugs, main floor. Maybe that's it. 24. Looks like it could be. Counter plugs, 8 and 10. Let's do 8 and 10. Those have got to be it. If it's not those, what is it? So we're going back up there. Cats are trying to go through their fancy door to get in. Right, Koo? Oh, you're a good boy. So we're back up. Let's try it again, guys. Yes. Success. So we got no power there now. We can do our work, but it's pretty dark. So I'm going to try to find a light and then I'll get back at you. All right, so we're back up here. We got a light going there. Obviously, Peep's blinding herself. Koopy's there too, trying to bite through the cable. So your first step once the power's off is to take the plate off, right? So now we're just going to blocking all the light. So we're just going to hammer off all 4 screws here and make sure to damage the wall plate as we're doing it. Just wrecked it. It's a pretty good test if this doesn't turn the light on, that there's no power there, but it's also a good idea to check anyway before you start really reefing on her. Because I've had it where I thought the power was off, but I ended up checking it anyway, and it was actually not off, so I would have been turned off myself. Who would design this? Who would put a flathead on this? That just doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? Use a square. Use the Robertson, right? There's no need to have a Phillips and or a flathead to exist anywhere ever. So once you get that undone, you're just gonna pull it out. And here you're gonna find a couple of weirs coming off of it. One's going to this other switch because it's getting power off of that switch. Yours might be a little bit different, but before we get ahead of ourselves, let's check to make sure that we're not going to die, all right? I'm going to show you how to test for power. So this guy's just your like regular run-of-the-mill like McShitties, right? From the Home Depot or Lowe's or something. I don't know where I got it. What you're going to want to do is set it to AC voltage, and then you're going to want to be checking that guy and this guy, and you want to be seeing that. If you see 120 or whatever your voltage is in the wall, you're going to be having a sadness, guys. And then if you proceed, you're going to be turning yourself into grease lightning, or potentially just a grease fire, I suppose. Okay, next step. So you see that little slot there? And on that guy, you're going to want to stick a tiny screwdriver or something in there, push down on it, and then pull this out at the same time. Because the way that I installed them on there was just the lazy way where you just jam it in the back there because there's a quick connect clip. If you've got it installed where they're wrapped underneath that screw, then you would obviously just unscrew it from there, right? All right, so once you've opened the box, just like a gorilla, take this and toss it away. And then obviously you can't read, so you just toss these away, right? You don't need that. This is what you got. This guy, and you also got these guys. Watch out, Koopy. You don't want to be in there. You also got these guys, right? You're not going to need them all. Just wanted to show you that they come in the box. So you got a bunch of wires on the back here, guys. One of them is this guy, and that guy, as it says on the tag, is only used in 3-way applications, meaning it's only used in a switch that also has another switch that turns off the same light. For instance, this one turns on that light, but there's also one at the top that turns it off and on. So just as an example, right? This is probably not the best use of the materials there, Koo. I don't really need you doing that. Okay, you're gonna want this little guy, and he's gonna be going in this guy, and you're gonna be pushing on that part, this little hole up there. and just pulling that guy out. And then you're gonna do that for the other side too. Okay, just to give you a better view, this guy's gonna go in that guy. He's gonna push down on that guy, and then he's gonna pull up on this guy. Nice work, it's on the floor. Koopy's just at the Leviton box right there. Koopy, what are you doing? Hey, Koopy. So once you got it on there, you're gonna wanna be hooking up 2 of these wires. There's a third one for neutral, but we don't use it in this particular case just because there's 2 wires. So I mean, what are we gonna connect it to, right? Just use the other 2. But you're losing them. I'll get back at you. All right, I'm back, and I certainly didn't read the instructions or anything because I definitely know what I'm doing. So basically, I've taken off the wire shielding on these 2 guys. If you aren't familiar, you should consult the wiring diagram, right? So black's coming off line hot, which is gonna be coming off the other switch, this guy. So we're gonna take our guy, put our guy like that, and then we're gonna put our guys in like that. Allegedly. Just gonna twist this guy up. So we're gonna go this guy. What is going on here, guys? Okay, so once they're in there together, you just give them a twister. You just get yourself electrocuted. Buddy, you turned off the power. Okay, and you twist that guy on there, and you keep twisting that thing until your wet noodle grip can't take anymore. And then you try to pull both out, and they shouldn't come out. They should be pretty wound in. And then you're gonna be taking the next guy, and you're gonna be hooking him up to this guy, just like this. And you're gonna be doing the same thing. So here's the maneuver I've got going. We'll see if that's right. Is that thing on? So I guess I should show you the correct way to put the wires back in there, at least the way that I do it. It might not be correct, guys. Consult a professional if you really need advice. So I'm just gonna take these guys, I'm gonna fold them over themselves like that and just jam them in there, guys. And then these other wires, I left on the ends so that they don't do any shorting anywhere. And I'm just gonna flip that the right side like that and jam those in there with them. I guess you could cut them off, but like, I don't know, guys, I don't care that much. I might live to regret that decision, but we'll see. I'm already regretting it, guys. What is going on here? Start the top one, start the damn one. Make sure you dent your wall because you weren't paying attention to your angles, the angle of your dangle. As it works, get a hold of yourself. Bud. This is just embarrassing, right? Any professional electricians just like Bud. We've already clicked off the video. We didn't even watch it. We already knew. He's just wrecking everything, guys. Probably go faster if it was a Phillips. I mean, no, not a Phillips, a Robertson. Cats are like, why is he screaming? He's normally so quiet. Another good way to check is to just put the wall plate back over top, and wherever it sits nicely over both maneuvers, that's where it's gonna be sitting. So that's looking good. So I'll just tighten it down there. Now we'll go back downstairs and turn back on the light and hope that the house doesn't set ablaze. Hi, Koopy. Okay, so back on they go. Ooh, oh, ooh, ooh. And we're gonna head back up. Okay, that light's working. That light's working. And the dimmer. Yeah, guys. So once you get that installed and you tested her to make sure that she's working, right, which she is, put this guy back on and just be amazed that you didn't electrocute yourself. Well, don't be amazed because we showed you how to check to make sure that you weren't gonna be electrocuted, right? Damaged her, Bud. Pay attention. So they're all tied in there. That thing's looking okay, I guess. So I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you like, favorite, scuba dive, tell all your friends. I'm aiming for 1,000 subs, guys. That'll be some street cred. Scuba dive, and I'll catch you next time. Yep. Oh yeah. Like, favorite, subscribe.
As you can see here.
Oh, he's spitting everywhere. God. Set the mood. I mean, you only got yourself to blame. Plan your videos, bud.